All right, y'all. It is 2:30 p.m. Wednesday, February 11th. Um, yeah, I actually got to work on early today. I was at work early today, and I seen plenty of bikes, and then I seen these green whiz bikes, and I was like, ooh. I was gonna go ahead and try one of these up because everybody been, I don't know, I've been hearing mixed reviews about it. So I figured I was gonna try it out. And now I took the bike out. I rode around on it without the trailer and everything. Rode around on it, without the trailer and everything, and it was going fine, right? Then I attached the trailer to it, and I came out the hub with it, and the bike was going fine. I'm like, okay, so it's moving. This bike is moving. So I'm like, okay, I see what people are talking about. Then all of a sudden, by the time I get halfway across Central Park, all of a sudden I started getting this this error message, and I don't know, and it's crazy for me to say it, but it would be like every time I would pedal, right? And then I would see this bar, this kind of bar fill up. I'm not sure what the bar is called, but as I'm pedaling and I see it fill up, all of a sudden it would just break, like like the bike would just stop, like I don't know, like there's an interruption or something in energy flow or whatever. Like the bike would just like break and like shut down, like it won't turn off, but it'll just like start like timing itself out or powering. I don't even know what to do, what to say it does, but it does this weird thing. I could include a clip in it. Bro, how do you fix this? Cause I can't fucking move with this shit. I don't even know what the fuck is happening. What the fuck is this? So, with that clip, I don't know what that is, but yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know. I tried to try the new bike, but yeah, I see I was better off just going ahead and sticking with the old bike. And then the worst part about it all is that the route I got was for a much older route. I mean, a older window. I start work at 11:30. The route I got was for 10 to 12. So I was just like, oh well, it's one of those days. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try the new bike out, bruh, man. And I'm thinking to myself, as I'm trying to anticipate and feel what could be going wrong with the bike as I'm pedaling, because it made it from 100 in East 126th Street in Second Avenue all the way to about halfway through Central Park, but on the west side. So I'm thinking to myself, out of all that time, it went from 126th Street all the way to 110. Basically, I think it was like 137 West 110. All that time it was working fine, and I've never rode these bikes before. And then all of a sudden, and I'm thinking to myself, I know I kept feeling certain little energy fluctuations around my body, and especially, coming off my phone and everything. And I'm thinking to myself, all these bikes now are these electric bikes. Obviously, anything that's electronic, the secret society is hacking it, or they can direct energy or siphon energy from it, interfere with it, whatever the case may be. So I'm thinking to myself, and I've already thought about this a long, long, long time ago already, ever since we got the bikes, with the job that I have. They was like, oh, the gang stalkers, they gonna find this, they gonna take this as a great opportunity, because now that I wasn't, now that we're no longer walking with just carts, now I'm sitting on an energy source. I'm sitting on an energy source. And then they, the gang stalkers, they try to make it seem like, oh, you jeopardizing your company, you jeopardizing your employer and whatever. I'm like, but look, gang stalking been around longer than I even got in the company. And I'm pretty sure there's been people who've been working for the company who's been being gang stalked. And hell, some of them probably don't even know that they're being gang stalked. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, I've been waiting for a while. And I tried to actually see if I can I tried to see if I could actually do some of the delivery, because I literally, like, the first spot where I stopped at, I was at 137 West 110. Then it was like after sitting for about like 20 minutes or so, I said, let me see if I could get it up to like my first stop. So I rode the bike and it was going for a little bit. And then all of a sudden when I was coming across 110. I made it up the first hill going to Manhattan Avenue. Then I made a left on Manhattan Avenue. Then as I started going up Manhattan Avenue, by the time I got to I think it was like the first hill of Manhattan Avenue, somewhere about I think 107th Street, that's when the bike, it copped out again. And it just started flashing this, it was like that little sign, and then it would show the 8. I don't know what that sign means. I haven't really been trained on these bikes. I don't think much of us really have, but yeah, so I don't know what's going on with this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the bike, and then I don't know what that's supposed to be plugged to. But yeah, I don't know. Then I don't know. I'm just waiting for my rescue. And well, what's interesting is there was a Amazon delivery worker. He had parked his like bike in front of mine, and then he was just like, hey, how do I apply to work this job? And I helped him apply to work for the company. And it's funny because the gang stalkers always be like, you be talking mad shit, but you don't do nothing to help nobody. You don't help nobody, Chris. You don't do nothing for nobody. And I'm like, I don't like to speak on every little thing that I do, but I also feel like people should respect the fact that you are present and you consciously chose to give your energy and your presence to someone, let alone your mental energy. So when I hear them say I don't do nothing for nobody, I'm like, no, y'all don't do anything for anyone. You take from people who don't have, and then you give to yourself or you give to others, and then say that you did for more people than others. Yeah, because you took from people who already didn't have, so you can give to people who probably don't deserve. But hey, that's the world we live in, right? Anyway, so yeah. Oh, so my V2K has been fluctuating in volume quite a bit, and I want to say that I think this baking soda water thing has been working quite a bit, but I think it's also kind of like the way I do it too. Because and I, like in my last video, I mentioned that I include a teaspoon of activated charcoal in it now. So basically what I'm doing is 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of activated charcoal, and just put it all in like a 16-ounce bottle of water, and then I shake it up, and then I just drink the whole thing. Now, I kid you not, if you do it exactly the way I do it, you might not want to go nowhere for like the first 30 minutes, because I guess if your body doesn't absorb all that water and it doesn't just, you just don't pee it out, or just go number one, you're gonna get some loose doo doo. Your stool is gonna be like straight, like not straight water, but it's gonna be a lot of liquid. But the best part about it is seeing all that white filmy stuff come out too, because I'm like, yo, this alkaline water is most likely clearing out a lot of stuff that's probably in the gastrointestinal tract, and let alone my cognition sometimes even feel much better. I mean, of course, it's not that they're not, like, I don't feel them still stimulating me. No, I still feel some of the chords and everything still connected to me, but I also think that's because I'd like to think that a lot of the sensor nodes have various different connections, various different internet connections. So they have various different internet connections. So some of the sensors could be connected to like my phone, or some of the sensors could be harvesting energy from just my body itself, the cells of the body. Some of the sensors could be harvesting energy from Wi-Fi signals that's within your area, or if there's a cell tower nearby, and or some other transmitter that can basically connect to the MAC address of the sensors in your body. Whatever the case may be, and how they harvest and deliver the energy to power these sensors, it's all pretty much wireless. It's all wireless energy. Now, as far as these bikes, I mean, I already understand that they can, the nano sensors are in everything, right? I already understand that aspect. Nano sensors are in everything. They're on everything and in everyone. And with digital twin technology, they could basically create a digital replica of every single thing that you are looking at through this camera without even having to hold a camera. Why? Because the nano sensors that are on everything and in everything, they are literally sending all the data collected and creating a digital replica of everything you see and putting it right on like a digital display for someone or some group of people who are watching it like it's a live stream. Anyway, yeah, hoping that I can make a few deliveries today, because I don't feel like picking up an extra day because this one sucked. So alright, y'all. I'm trying to take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.